How y'all doing?
Doing well. We're doing well.
Welcome back to Take a Pitch, man.
Sure.
Feels like it's been more than a week.
It does feel like it's been more than a week. I agree with that.
It's been a long fucking week.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Well, Mike, you got to see John Mayer, so shut the fuck up.
How was that?
Good. It's good.
10 out of 10?
It was solid. I mean, for me, it's like an 8 or a 7, just because I don't know a lot of the songs. But the atmosphere is good, though.
Yeah, of course. That's dope.
Dead and Company at City Field, huh? Matt Fisher was at the one in Philly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he goes to as many Dead and Company shows as he can.
Makes a lot of sense.
If you ever get a chance to meet him in person, it makes even more sense. Lovely kid. Go listen on the power play, by the way.
Yeah.
There we
And
go. Nice little plug for the boys.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yep.
Rate, download.
Rate, download, review, all that fun stuff. I mean, while you're at it, shit. Tri-State Sports Beat.
Check them out.
From the tips.
Cut maybe.
I don't know what. I don't know.
Cut
what the fuck's going on with
maybe.
the other one. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. I might just scrap that.
What?
You made stickers and everything.
I know. I don't know. It was a great idea. Yeah, the hollows look awesome.
Or we're gonna workshop. We're gonna workshop it right here. You do a seasonal thing. You take off for a couple months. You just put out a couple episodes at a time. And it's just a recurring thing.
There you go.
That's what you kind of did anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You clustered them.
Right.
You clustered a few in the beginning.
Back when the pandemic was, big and people were still locked up.
Yeah.
That way, I can actually get guests now. Everybody's doing their own thing, and life's back to normal.
Yeah.
Ish.
Exactly. No, yeah. Ish. Relatively.
There are a few things, but we're not going to go into that.
No, we're gonna go into baseball.
I will say though, something I don't think I mentioned last week.
Okay.
When I was at the game, the Mets Dodgers game,
Mhm.
It felt like an absolute playoff atmosphere.
You did, actually.
I did mention that.
You
Dude,
did, yes, you did.
I remember it now that you said it.
Honestly, like when you're there at a Mets game, no less, like you expect to lose the way they've been playing. Fucking free fall. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I don't know. Against the Dodgers, we don't have good luck against the Dodgers. All the atmosphere, the way on a Saturday night was awesome. Wonder how it's going to be this week against the Giants. I'll find out. I'll let you guys know, though.
Oh,
I'm going Thursday.
Oh, yeah? Who you going with?
Yeah. A bunch of friends. We got like 9 tickets, so.
Oh, that thing? Yeah.
There's a bunch of us going.
So the game's going to either get canceled or the Mets are going to lose.
Right.
Every single game that Max has gone to.
No, I'm 1-2. I'm 1-2 this year.
You better break the streak.
1-2 and a rain out. Right, 1-2. Yeah, 1-2 with a rain out. I got the black hat though finally, so we're gonna try a new hat this week.
There you go.
See if that works.
What shirt are you gonna wear with it?
Oh, I'm always wearing the Gary Carter. Always wearing the pinstripes. But camo hat took its first loss last week. So
you wore the camo? You still fit in that fucking thing?
Not the one with the orange brim.
Oh, okay.
The all camo, which I like a lot better.
Yeah, I know it.
I put the orange brim on last week, dude. I go, this is fucking tight. I'm like, how did I ever? I'm like, I also have a lot more hair.
No, you had a lot of hair back then.
Yeah, that's true. What was that? Freshman, sophomore year?
Yeah.
That's when I had all the hair.
Yeah, that was pretty much like the
I
only
wasn't
hat.
fucking balding.
You wore a regular Mets hat too, a lot back then, but.
Yep, and I have my 2015 postseason one, which the postseason patch is actually starting to peel off on the side.
Really?
Yeah, not happy about that one.
I was like one of the felt ones. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'll have to either I gotta retire the hat.
All right.
But I
Did
got,
you-
I
did
got
you-
the black hat. We'll see what's going on with that.
Did you ever get like the playoff or the World Series hat? Did you ever have those?
I got a regular blue Mets hat with the playoff thing on the side.
No, like the actual ones that like said like
Play
know,
LCS or World Series. No, I never
postseason
did.
or World Series. No, oh, I'm surprised.
I should have. I definitely
did.
should have. I know. Yeah, I know you did.
Oh, well, I got them at the games though, so it's a little different, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, considering it's a once in a lifetime kind of thing.
Well, literally. All right, you know what? Fuck the Mets. Miguel Cabrera, man. Miguel fucking Cabrera, Hall of fucking Famer.
Oh yeah.
I mean, certifies it even more now. He hit his 500th home run today.
I mean, we also he's been on that Hall of Fame radar for years though. Even if he didn't hit 500,
He was
he's
no,
he's
of
creeping up on
course.
3,000 now. I
Yeah.
mean, this guy, and nobody has more fun than him except for like Joey Votto, who
He's
again another guy who has a Hall of Fame case, and we'll get to that
yeah.
a little bit too.
But you know, Miguel Cabrera, I mean, who was even close to him in the early 2010s? I mean, from like what 2010 to 2014. The next closest was Mike Trout, but he was beating out Mike Trout for MVPs. So
Yeah, which is insane because Mike
pure
Trout
hitting.
is, yeah,
Triple crown.
Yeah,
Might be
it's hard to beat.
the last Triple Crown winner, right?
Yep.
Is Miggy.
2012.
Let's do it.
Right.
Glad he's gonna
Let's
put on a
see.
show to end the season and do it this year.
So
He
for
might.
He's got a chance.
2010 to
Close.
2016.
I noticed. Go on.
2010 to 2016, Miggy was an All-Star every year.
Okay.
He finished in the top 11 in all MVP voting.
Okay.
Won 2 MVPs. Won 5 Silver Sluggers in that span. He slashed over those 6 seasons 330, 414, and 582. With an OPS plus of 169. That's absurd.
I mean, 2013.
You want to talk about a 7-year peak? Like that's 6 years, but still,
I mean,
that's absurd.
He was pretty damn good with Florida too, though. You know.
He had 2 peaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
again, those 6 years, he had 800 RBIs.
And he won a World Series.
that he did.
Won a World Series his rookie year. Yep.
And I'm looking at his baseball reference page right now. In 2013, he had a 190 OPS plus.
Absurd.
It's crazy. You know, he's just a once.
190. Yeah. His OPS plus for those 6 years was 169.
Yeah. And
I mean, even 2018 at age 35, he had a 128 OPS plus. Hit
Mhm.
almost 300. I mean, the guy's a Hall of Famer, and he has been since that Triple Crown year. I think. I think those back-to-back MVPs solidified it.
close to it, yeah. I know what you're saying.
Oh, they pretty much said that this. He
Yeah,
just
I
needs
mean-
a little bit more. Yeah.
Dude,
He was
he
just
backed it up.
unmatched. He was unmatched.
He
Then.
was in the MVP voting every year until 2016.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got votes every year from 03 to 16.
Yep.
That's absurd. 13
Yeah.
years. Only Mike Trout's really done that, as far as I can remember.
Mike Trout's only been around for 10 years, though. And he's not going to get it this
But
year.
that's what I'm
so.
saying. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's insane that he's getting
Albert
MVP
Pujols,
votes
probably.
that long. Pujols, Ichiro, maybe.
They're similar, Pujols and
But again,
Miggy.
Yeah, they go.
Think
hand
about
in hand.
these names that we're mentioning are
By the way, go on.
first ballot Hall of Famers.
And by the way, you have to remember that in, I believe it was 2012, the Tigers signed Prince Fielder, and Miggy ended up going back over to third base after playing first base for the past 4 years or so.
In 2011. So 2012, he played third, DH, and first.
Yeah, so it was mostly third
Mhm.
base, though, is what I'm saying.
And that's when he had his first MVP year. You know,
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like he moved
That
over,
was-
and
his 2012 was a Triple Crown year.
I believe he wasn't even that bad defensively too, because he's got a good arm.
I mean, you want to talk about his slash line 2013? I mean, you mentioned his OPS
Negative
plus.
0.2.
I mean, his slash line in 2013, you mentioned the OPS plus being 190, 348, 442, 636 for an OPS of 1078.
Yeah.
Age 30 season right there.
Yeah.
drove in 137 runs. Wasn't even the league leader, which is crazy. And he had 44 home runs.
Yep.
In 148 games.
He's, we're watching a legend, somebody that, our kids are going to be playing MLB The Show in fucking 20 years, and they're going to pull a pack, and it's going to be the 2012 Miguel Cabrera, and they're going to be like, yo, like, this is sick.
I don't, yeah, and then we're gonna be like, no, that was sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you talking about the card being sick. No, the year was fucking sick.
Yeah.
Like there's some guys, and I think I've said it before, but we don't talk about it enough. The era we lived in, and we grew up in, really. The amount of high quality baseball players, seasons that they've had, the careers they've had, Pujols, Ichiro, Miggy, Trout, Beltre, these
The
guys
list goes on.
Yeah, and it's crazy because you look at these eras.
So many Hall of
There are only
Famers.
there are only 2 or 3 guys that really stand out from every era or so. But our era right now, we're seeing some of the best baseball players.
Well, you're kind of mixing together a couple of eras, but
It's the same argument for basketball as it is for baseball. The game has changed so much.
Right.
You can't compare the eras.
exactly. Yeah, it's like the Babe Ruth to Shohei Ohtani bullshit. It's not relevant. You're an idiot. You're an idiot if you make that argument.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, we're like Miggy is right up there with. Again, we mentioned Pujols, Ichiro, Beltre, first ballot Hall. I mean, not Beltre first ballot, but these guys are Hall of Fame players.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you mentioned Pujols. He hit 677 yesterday.
Oh yeah, and that was his. So that was actually hit off of Rich Hill.
Yes. Oh yeah.
And
there you go.
the third longest, I believe,
Correct.
drought in
Correct.
between homers off the same pitcher. I'm trying to find the tweet that I
Yeah,
sent to you guys.
13 years. 14 years.
13 and 14. I think it was 07.
Yeah, it was 07. So 14 years.
I'm trying to find the tweet that I sent it. Here we go. He last homered off of Hill August 17th, 2007. 14-year, 4-day span between consecutive homers off a single pitcher is the third longest in MLB history. Longest being Beltran off of Bartolo, 15 years and 313 days. And Bonds and Jesse Orozco, 14 years, 69 days. Nice. A lot of Mets connections there.
Oh yeah, that's what you said.
You got Orozco, Beltran, Bartolo, and now Rich Hill.
Barry Bonds has the same initials as Bobby Bonilla. He played for the Mets.
That's not what I was going with, but
yes, Billy. Well done.
fuck it, might as well, right?
Connecting everyone, man. Albert Pujols played for the 06 Cardinals.
Beat the Mets. Yeah. Thanks for that one. Yeah.
You're welcome.
But no, it's cool because like you talk about those names like Beltran and Bartolo, almost 16 years.
Yeah.
The fact that these guys played that long. Again, we're talking about some great ball players.
Talking Beltran's a Hall of Famer.
Mm-hmm. Bartolo's not. Bartolo's
been around for fucking ever. So
yeah,
he played till he was 44, right?
Yeah.
So,
Bonds is whatever you may think. Bonds is
the greatest pure hitter of all time.
Yeah.
Boom.
Jesse Orozco played till he was like 40, I think, right?
Yeah, into his 40s.
Yeah. So Rich Hill and Pujols both playing
in their 40s.
More immaculate that Rich Hill is still pitching.
Yeah.
Considering he was like out of baseball for like 3 years.
Yeah, he was like a grocery store bagger, right? What was he doing?
Something. Yeah,
oh, that was Kurt Warner.
That was Kurt Warner. I was going to say, I'm like,
yeah. I knew someone was bagging groceries.
Kurt Warner is a Hall of Famer. So.
Everyone gets in the football Hall of Fame. I could go on a football field and sneeze, and they'd be like, "All right, get him in the Hall of Fame. Get this guy a fucking bust that looks nothing fucking like him."
Some of them are solid, actually.
Nah, they're trash. So do you think Pujols will get to 700?
He hit what, 677?
He's at 677. He's 23 away.
Yes, he's gonna play next year.
He's got 12 this year, I believe.
I think he'll hit a couple more. this year.
I want to say
I think he'll hit
yes.
probably 2 or 3 more. I think you're on the right track there, Mike.
I want to say yes, but at the same time, I'm not.
Is that he's got 15 this year, actually.
Yeah. 15 this year. At 30, like 2 or 3 games, something like that, right?
So,
And how many games does he actually play?
Yeah, true. 62. Oh, sorry, 86.
Still, that's not a lot.
86. That's on average for 30 for the whole season, though.
Yeah.
So he hits a few more. He's only 20 away. He could do it.
Yeah.
Is next year his last year of the contract, right? Or is it this year?
This year.
Oh, it's this year.
This year, you could just muck it up, go play for
Play for the Cardinals because
where did he grow up?
St. Louis.
He grew up in St. Louis.
Well,
I mean,
DR.
realistically,
and then-
yeah.
Oh, he was DR. Okay,
And then-
I don't
and
know
then
why I
he-
thought he was American. Like he did like the A-Rod shit where he like
Yeah.
And then he went to a community college in St. Louis. Yeah, Maple was. Oh, sorry, in Kansas City.
was for a year.
Listen, like I said,
Someone pick him up
do
on
I
me.
want it to happen? Yes.
I mean, he's not really having a bad year. I mean, 243, 15 home runs, and 243 at bats. For a 41-year-old,
Not too shabby.
really not that
Yeah.
bad.
By the way, back to Miggy real quick.
268 with the Dodgers.
It's not bad actually. Miggy was a day shy of home run number 500, 100, and 200 being on the same date. He hit 100 on August 23rd in 06,
Mhm.
200 on August 23rd in 09, and they would have hit 500 on the 23rd
Right.
in 2021.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about Pujols. He's on the Dodgers.
Back to Pujols real quick.
Okay.
I think I saw somewhere he is one of, I think, 5 guys with 15 plus homers in
Who's the other one?
15 seasons. Like 15 straight seasons with 15 plus homers, something like that. So realistically, based on that stat alone, he probably will hit 700.
I'd imagine. I think he will. I mean, it's really who does he get the contract with next year?
Yeah.
I
That's
could see. I don't know. There's a few options actually, like the Nationals, the Cubs. They're gonna need filler guys, like we were talking about yesterday.
And the NL's
with,
gonna have DH.
most likely. I could see even the Marlins maybe going down to Miami. Being whatever the mentor. But yeah. Speaking of Pujols, he's on the Dodgers, and the Dodgers unveiled their beautiful City Connect jerseys this past weekend. And by beautiful, I mean hideous, because they were
just
probably the worst and the most lazy. Fucking just what the hell was that? I mean,
I didn't realize we were playing the Smurfs.
The what team hasn't done the fucking Los whatever, Los team name? Like the Mets were doing Los Mets fucking 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was an orange jersey. I kind of liked it.
They had the orange, they had the blue, which is where they originally got the idea for the blue home jerseys. Just it was just lazy. I mean, what the fuck was that?
Like I would have expected them to do something with the Hollywood sign, maybe.
That's what they should have done. I mean, if they wanted to do something with like their Spanish culture, though, like the Latin culture there, they could have came up with something better. Los Dodgers. It's just like such a smack in the fucking face.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should have done Doyers.
Well, that's how it's said. Like, did you watch the unveiling, the video they put out?
No.
It literally said someone's Los Doyers, and it's spelled Dodgers. So.
Because that's how Mexicans say it.
I'm just saying that's
a Mexican accent. Are you?
I'm
trying to get canceled right now?
Listen, you know what? Fuck it. Do it. Let's go. Cancel my ass.
Dare you, bitch.
People act like I care. No, I mean, listen. I understand what they were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
honor the Hispanic
No, I
heritage in
get
the
it
city.
too. And
I
it's like
get
the
it.
40 years of what's Fernando Mania.
Yeah. It could have been done better. I get what they were trying to do, but it just didn't work.
Exactly. Way to recover. You're uncanceled.
I'm on cancel. All right, great. I
Yeah.
really didn't care anyway. I'll make sure I get canceled again.
You got it.
But yeah, it looked like they were playing the fucking Smurfs or whatever, because I just didn't like the all blue, and the hat looked clunky with Los Dodgers on it.
Yeah, dude, it's just it looked like a stupid fucking Lids hat that they would have fucking produced in like 07.
Or now, even with some of the hats that they put out. Sheesh.
Well, yeah. But just like
Yeah.
like it looked like the stupid like old school. Well, old school for us, I guess. Of the fucking words on the hat. Like, I don't know, it just looked it
Yeah, I don't like it.
good. It was just
I didn't like it.
Just lazy. It was stupid.
Worse than the Red Sox?
No, I like the Red Sox. I don't have anything against the Red Sox.
I mean, yeah, no, that's definitely the worst City Connect jersey we've seen.
By far.
And I think it might actually be the worst one we will see. Like, that's bad.
Could be. The Yankees were saying that they didn't want to have one
The Yankees
originally.
didn't want it at first, and they're like, "Oh my god, these are popular. We'll sell tons of these." So it's all about the money. The Yankees will have one.
Poverty franchise.
What are the Yankees gonna do? It's gonna be the same jersey again.
Bronx Bombers. Like that. What else can you do? If they do anything else, it's just so stupid. Or
the Bronx.
Savages in the Bronx.
In the Bronx. Yeah, like there's nothing they can do there. Unless it becomes like the Knicks and the Nets, where they try and like feature New York City on both the Mets and the Yankees. It's gonna be weird.
They can put a picture of Aaron Boone. Just get it
fired.
Yeah.
But
I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for them. I'm interested to see it, but oh boy, does Nike have a task ahead of them there?
Yeah. Nike's been not doing too hot, in my opinion, on these.
I mean, overall, the switch from Majestic to Nike, what do you think? So far, so good, I guess.
I mean,
they haven't really changed
the only
much.
thing that they've done.
Did Nike not do those last all the? Did they do the All-Star Game ones or no?
Yes.
Nike, well, yeah.
There you go. Actually, got a point there, Mike.
So what? So let me ask you this: why are we switching? I know it's all about money. I get it, but why are we switching from the brands that we know, we trust, and that we know that do right, like Majestic, like Tops, to new brands, like fucking Nike? Well, not new brands, but like bigger brands like Nike and now Fanatics. Because in case you hadn't heard, after 70 years, Major League Baseball and Topps are ending their partnership for baseball cards.
Yeah, in 2026, right?
I didn't see the exact time.
I think it's 2026.
I think after 70 years,
I think it's in 5 years.
Yeah.
It'd be 75.
That deal is going to be handed over to Fanatics.
Yep.
It's not like Fanatics is literally everything else.
Monopolizing the entire sports world.
It's crazy. Like the shirt I'm wearing right now, I got it from Fanatics.
Yep.
Nice shirt though.
I mean, you go on to your team shop, and it's
Fanatics.
Run by Fanatics. Lids.
It's Fanatics, Fans Edge, Fanatics, all this stuff. Fanatics bought out all these smaller companies.
Yep.
And
smart.
Obviously, again, smart business model. Keeping the brands so that way you don't technically have the monopoly, but you have the monopoly kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's all
bullshit.
Yeah.
I hate bullshit.
I hate it because Fanatics was cool when it was like not what it is.
Yeah,
now.
when it was its own thing. Yeah.
Now they have all the licensing for every sport,
Everything.
every college. It's
and the only licensing.
Yeah, that's another thing. Like, why are we only doing one set of baseball cards? What happened to Fleer, Upper Deck, all these other card companies? Like, what happened to those?
I mean,
Why?
nobody stood up to nobody stood
There-
the test of time.
There are others. They're just not branded. They still make the cards, but they don't
Do
have
they?
the jerseys. Yeah, they're not allowed to have
Oh,
the
yeah.
jerseys or the teams.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, they can have the team name, but they can't have the
They
logo
can have the logo, yeah.
But again, what's the point of that? Like,
because they don't pay for the rights.
no, what's the point of having only one company pay for the rights?
Money,
That's how it works. I think that's how it works.
brand deals.
Yeah, it's I hate it. Like Topps has been
Yeah.
synonymous with baseball.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
For-
Bro. I'm over it. Topps has been doing the same set of cards every fucking year. It's the same shit every year. Every year.
Different designs.
No. It's the
What do you
same
mean
shit
no?
every year. They make the exact same cards every year. They just change the players.
I beg to differ. I will literally pull up. from
Yeah, maybe
Topps-
maybe older cards, but recently it's all the same shit over and over again.
Checking my browser. What the fuck?
Yeah, Max, it's that new iOS update.
I'm actually
Anyway.
hacking you right now.
Yeah, right.
I'm fine with it. It's good to see a change of pace. Like I get it. Topps is synonymous with baseball cards, but maybe they could bring something new.
Let's see if I can find it.
I don't care. Let's move on.
What are you
Speaking of
looking
baseball
up?
cards, by the way, I'm trying to look up the different designs from
Oh,
different cards.
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I mean, yeah.
speaking
obviously.
of baseball cards, the T206 Honus Wagner card
Yes, that's right.
set a new record for highest priced card.
Mm-hmm.
6.6 million, I think.
Yep.
6.1 million.
No, 6.6, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know it's north of 6 million.
It's always going to be it's always going to top itself.
Yeah, it's all, and I mean that's
Yeah.
the cool thing about
Value
that
only
card
goes
too.
up.
Like the T206,
Mm-hmm.
like the stories behind it, and the
Yeah,
fact
and there
there's
was like a
never-
whole
no
there
real
was like
confirmed thing.
there was like a whole shipment with them, right? And they got burned or thrown overboard or something. What was it?
And well, so the story that I've heard for the longest time that I've thought was true was that so this T206
What
was
do you mean
made
thought?
by.
It's not true?
I'm seeing now like a bunch of different stories
Okay.
since that card sold. The story that I heard was that it was made by a tobacco company
Yes.
that wanted to use Honus Wagner as one of the cards, and Honus Wagner was not a smoker and didn't believe in, didn't like tobacco and all that stuff. So he, after the first few prints, he said, "Stop using. Don't put me on a card." And that's why they are so rare because they're not not part of the full sets. That's what I've heard, and that's the story that I've kind of ran with.
Okay.
I'm seeing a bunch of different types of stories, but yeah, the stories of how these cards are found and I thought I burned in a fire, this and that. It's interesting.
Yeah. Baseball lore.
Yeah, T206 Honus Wagner card.
Yeah. How much?
If you find one in your attic, just don't tell anyone. Put it in a fucking case and don't tell anyone, despite no matter what the condition is.
Burn it. Light it on fire. That is my recommendation.
Give it to Mike. He'll appraise it for you. Mike's the card guy.
All right. So well, speaking about money, I guess this is kind of goes into it. MLB has
it's like they listened to us last week.
MLB has proposed a salary minimum of 100 million.
Yeah.
It's like they
Funded-
listened to us last week.
Right? Funded by new tax on teams spending 180 million or more.
Right. So they dropped the luxury tax threshold down from 210 to 180.
Yeah.
They gotta workshop that a little bit.
Install
This
floor.
should put it back up to 210. That's fine.
I said 280 because there's no shot like Pittsburgh, Cleveland, all those teams are gonna fucking
Oh,
pay up to
200 max.
200 top and then,
And then-
80 bottom.
Okay, I like that.
At least give them a 20 million. And also, me and Mac were when we were actually talking about this when it came out, it was like if you immediately drop it, teams that are already over the threshold are fucked with
Yeah.
long-term contracts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's
you
gotta
have to
be
have
a
some
plan
sort
in
of
place.
grandfather
There's got to be a plan in
system.
place to allow a certain number of years to, or allow them to restructure contracts in order to have like 2 or 3 years to get back underneath.
Yeah.
Right. And then it screws over the players, though, if you think about it, because then the taxes on 210, it's 180 or 200. So they have to worry about taking either longer deals with more money, or they can't get the averages that they're looking for nowadays, which is ridiculous.
Yeah.
These guys are looking for like 50 million a year, not starting like whatever. But
Yeah.
it's so they're gonna have to workshop this. The idea is solid. Obviously, it's one that we've been saying is a good idea. We talked about it last week, and I think what happened? The news came out Tuesday, literally right after, like a couple of days after
Like
we.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah, it makes sense. The floor needs to be had because what I mean, they got rid of the Pirates. Got rid of Gregory Polanco. They put him on outright waivers this week.
Yeah,
literally today. That's another 8 million off their books. That what'd you say, Mikey? Trying to get under 10 million.
Trying to get under 10 million for the year.
I mean, yeah.
The only one they're paying any money to is Reynolds. So it's like,
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, honestly.
they traded all their starter pitchers away. They traded
Everyone.
Yeah.
They haven't signed him to an extension in a while. And again, we went through that. We went through all those largest free agent deals, largest extensions. We went through that last week. It's something that's been a long time coming, I think. And it's definitely much needed.
And it'll allow, to be honest, I think it allows smaller market teams to actually compete. It forces them to compete.
Yeah, exactly. It just makes the competition better.
You can't have, you can't sit there with fucking
with nothing.
$10 million.
I mean, I don't,
can't see the Dodgers who have an all-star lineup basically. One of these guys, what 70?
Well, you can.
Yeah, I thought 280, but somewhere
Well,
around
you
there.
can.
But
They can do what they
regardless.
do in basketball, where they be like, all right, I'm gonna take less. Come here. We all just go.
But there's still a 270, 280.
Yeah.
It's shit like that.
Yeah, but you load it in signing bonuses. It's fine. You just
right, and that's
structure
gonna be
all
the
the different
workarounds for all these teams. Is the signing bonuses, the back-ended deal, the backloaded or the incentivized deals. So teams are gonna have to get creative with contracts.
Yeah.
But I do love the idea of having the MLB a salary floor.
It has to be
Not so much not a hard cap, which is
not a hard cap.
Which is something that baseball has been significantly different from other sports. There's no hard cap. There's a tax.
I don't like the hard cap. I like the tax a lot. It just it gives you so much flexibility. It makes it more exciting, allows you to do more things if you want to. Like, you're taking the risk. Do you want to do this to pay more money? That's really after 3 years though,
And we all know, and we all know
strike violation
that these teams can afford a fucking $100 million floor.
Yeah, exactly.
We're done playing Moneyball.
MLB knows that that they wouldn't propose this without knowing that every team can afford this.
Right. And this is something that we spoke about again. We spoke about this at length last week.
Yeah. Go back and watch that if you want to.
The days of Moneyball are coming to an end, which, as great as the idea was, how fruitful has it been?
Not. What Moneyball team has won the World Series?
I mean, supposedly, according to the movie, the Red Sox won using the idea, but no, they didn't.
What year?
They signed in 2004.
Okay, sure.
They signed Damon. They had Damon and all. No.
But Damon was a trade, no.
No, he was
a free agent.
Yeah.
Well, Manny. No,
exactly.
No, Manny was on a huge contract too. The fuck out of here. Red Sox.
They probably. No. They extended Ortiz or something like that. I think maybe
Kurt Schilling.
I mean,
Ortiz was just getting good
the
then.
teams that got close was probably the Rockies in 05.
07.
Rockies in 07.
07, sorry, 07. No, you know why I said 05? Because I was thinking of the White Sox the whole time. But I was going through each year.
The most boring World Series.
The
05.
Yeah.
Yeah, the forgotten World Series.
I get
yeah.
the Giants, but Giants are just good at homegrown. You know,
Right. That's not Moneyball. It's just
it's not
development.
Moneyball. Yeah,
The Rays last year.
That's part of Moneyball.
yeah, the Rays. There you go. Rays in 08 too.
Rays
Yeah.
in 08. Yeah, yep. It's It's
But
time.
then
for the
besides
floor.
that, who else? I mean,
But how many of them have won? The Royals, are the other one,
no, Royals are homegrown
Royals
again.
is all
though.
or homegrown, which is all
Yeah.
development. Yeah, but again, they didn't pay for stars. They
It's the same.
developed them.
Same thing as the Cubs, though. Cubs, who did they really pay for? John
Outside
Lester?
Chapman, Lester. That's really
That
it.
was a trade. Doesn't count.
Maybe.
Well, they paid the price for that one. That's for sure.
Maybe the Cardinals.
Cardinals in 09.
Again,
maybe.
another like homegrown thing, though. You know,
Rangers. The Rangers really didn't have much.
Reese and Skip weren't.
Rangers, they didn't win though.
They didn't win. It's all development, though.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much.
that time period from what 08, 07 to 14, 15,
Okay.
you saw that a lot of homegrown talent developed talent. The player development systems really were
I
on
mean,
full display those
keep-
years.
Keep
Even
going.
16.
16. Who won in 17?
The Astros. I mean, you could say that the Astros
Astros.
with Correa. I mean, obviously it's with
They're
the
homegrown.
Astros
bro.
now.
Homegrown.
Yep.
Homegrown. 18 Red Sox. Homegrown
For the most part.
for the most part.
yeah.
19.
Nationals.
Nats,
That was a decent amount of homegrown.
But who wasn't homegrown, Max?
yeah.
Scherzer.
Scherzer. Well, Corbin wasn't over there, was he?
Nope, not yet.
No.
Who else?
Doolittle.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back end of that bullpen, Hudson.
But
was
like the
from
main
Arizona.
pieces were like
Yeah.
Right? Soto.
Soto,
and-
Rendon, Turner,
Turner, Zimmerman.
Zimmerman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
don't
Zimmerman.
know.
Yeah.
Well, Howie Kendrick and Adam Eaton. Oh yeah.
Was Suzuki come from?
No,
He was.
He was in
signing.
Minnesota for. He was Minnesota.
he was all over the place.
I thought he was on.
Oh no, he was somebody else somewhere else.
He was all
I
over
guess
the
he was
place.
with
He all
Atlanta
over the
then.
place.
I thought he was
Yeah.
with the Nats though. Then.
No,
Was Young
I
Gomes
meant
there?
I meant before. No, I meant before the Nationals. That was my bad.
No,
Oh,
he was
okay.
like Suzuki was like
Yeah,
Twins, Angels, whoever he was.
and even
The
the
Braves for a
Dodgers.
few years.
And even the Dodgers were homegrown.
He was splitting time with Tyler Flowers.
Sure.
Yeah.
And the Dodgers are homegrown. for
Yeah.
the most part.
Yeah. Besides Mookie Betts traded. You know.
Yeah, I
But
mean that
Dodgers
player
is
development
fucking-
is insane. You want to talk about a shining example of player development?
I think we
It's the
figured
Los
out
Angeles Dodgers.
how to win a World Series.
Homegrown.
You go tell Steve Cohen.
Develop your players.
Because
Hmm.
besides the Yankees, really, what team has really successfully,
Bought a World Series,
not bought a World Series, but
for lack of better terms.
yeah, yes, sure. What other team has really done that?
Not in our lifetime.
None. Yeah,
Not that I can
Yeah.
think of.
03.
it was Marlins.
Yeah,
Phillies
they
were
homegrown.
mostly homegrown because they didn't have Halliday at that point.
Phillies were pretty much all homegrown.
Except for their whole entire pitching staff, except for Hamels. But
Who else was on the
Oh yeah,
pitching staff? I
Cliff
can't
Lee. Well,
think.
they just traded and
Cliff
then
Lee,
the
Oswalt,
extension.
and Holiday.
Well, no, Halliday
Holiday
didn't
wasn't
win a
on
World
team.
Series.
I don't think Oswald was on there
right.
either.
Oswalt wasn't there either.
You know, not.
I don't think he
I don't know.
was.
But who was really like, it was obviously Howard, Rollins, Utley,
Reno,
Hamels,
Reno,
Ruiz,
Ruiz.
Worth,
Hamels,
So
Brad Lidge.
Brad Lidge. Yeah. Mike and I were going to the same place.
Applebond.
Papelbon, Jesus. Remember when he
Hold on.
choked Bryce Harper?
That's where I was trying to go with it.
Well, speaking of that, Chris Bassett got hit in the head this past week.
What do you mean speaking? Where's the connection? Homegrown. Chris Bassett's homegrown. I mean, like we grasping at straws here with that segue.
Choking out.
You You just let it go and
Jeez.
nobody questions it, but you questioned it, man.
C Max, what did I say before we started this? Stop asking leading questions.
So yeah, Chris Bassett got hit by a comebacker. I
Yeah.
actually didn't even see the video.
I don't want to see
I
it at this point.
Don't want to see it.
I know it was
yeah.
like what, a
Yeah.
105 mile an hour, right? Back
Yeah,
to the
it's
head,
line,
a
yeah.
little bit
straight
more.
back up the middle.
105.4, I think I
We-
saw.
You know who hit it?
No, I didn't see the video. So
Yeah,
he had a fracture in, I forget what a part of the skull it is, but it's in his skull. I mean, it might be maybe his right cheekbone.
no, it was I think it's cheekbone. Yeah,
Cheekbone. It's part of your
there was
skull.
no
What do you mean?
no vision. No, nothing wrong with his vision.
No, yeah, nothing wrong. He got released from the hospital the next morning, and
It was quite literally best case scenario, given what he got hit with.
yeah, kind of.
To be, I mean, if it's
There's
a
never-
cheekbone,
I mean, a little bit higher, and we could have some
We're
serious.
talking about something completely different. Yeah,
We might be talking about, permanent blindness. So
yeah.
I mean, prayers obviously to Chris Bassett.
Having a hell of a year too.
Yeah, he's having a good year. He's the ace of their staff. So that's a huge loss for them for the next 6 weeks. So
I get him Kevin Pillar's number. See what's up with that.
yeah, I mean, he passed all concussion protocols,
thankfully,
and everything. So he is he's clear, he's fine.
He will need surgery though.
He will need
so.
surgery on the cheekbone, which is what's gonna delay him 6
Sideline.
weeks. So 6 weeks minimum, by the way, is what I saw. So prayers for Chris Bassett and speedy recovery.
and for the Oakland A's.
And for the Oakland
playoffs at
A's,
this
yeah,
point.
need like Sean Mania to step it up.
Frankie Montes.
Frankie Montes is having a
Montes.
good stretch right now though.
Is he
I saw some of his last 9 starts. He's like 2.70 ERA.
really?
Yeah, Twitter's a wonderful place.
I need to check this out.
Big cesspool.
Yeah, it's true.
Twitter is a
By the
cesspool.
way, speaking of Chris Bassett, shout out to Twitter for not circulating the video.
Fuck Twitter.
More often than not, you'll see like all these accounts will tweet out the video and whatnot.
It was the worst. Remember when McGregor stepped over? That video was everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He broke his ankle.
Here we go. Montes has a 2.54 ERA in his last 10 starts in 60 and a third innings pitched. He's allowed 45 hits and struck out 74.
Cool.
his last 10.
Last 10. So you hope
See how accurate
if
that
you're an
is.
A's fan, you hope he can keep it going.
It is accurate.
It's from the A's beat writer for the San Francisco Chronicle. Thanks, buddy.
All right.
No,
But the A's are struggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
The A's are struggling right now.
They
because
just
they
lost
can't
2
seem
of
to
their
finish
fucking
games.
They lost 2 of their fucking biggest pieces too.
Yeah.
Laureano and Bassett now. I mean, that's
Yep.
2 big pieces. Olsen's really the only one really, having a great year offensively.
Marte's definitely been a huge add.
No,
It's
of
looking
course.
bigger
Marte's-
and bigger every game.
I mean, I don't know how he's been with the A's, honestly.
Let's
But
put it this way: he's on the verge of being top 10 in stolen bases in both leagues.
well, yeah. But I mean, what is that? What does that really?
Really, the biggest stat I've seen about him, honestly.
Yeah. What does that mean though?
Means he gets on base, steal bases.
He's hitting 358 with the Athletics so far.
But yeah,
2 games. So I mean, it's pretty good. Take that. Yeah, he's got 17 fucking stolen bases in 22 games with the A's. So
guys running wild.
yeah. And what are they in the second wild card spot, right?
Yeah, they're in a
Really?
tie right now. with
Tied.
Boston.
Oh, okay. So the top spot is the Yankees, right?
Yeah. Which,
Yeah. Yep.
oh, look
Yankees
at that.
are very hot.
Red hot.
Look at that.
red
It's on
hot.
our-
I'm just gonna do a nice little callback to I believe it was the end of May, early June, when everybody was writing off the Yankees and I said that they were gonna come back and be in a playoff spot. I'm just doing a little callback to that. Just a little Pat on my back right there. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for the
Well
round of applause. I
Well
appreciate
done.
it.
Well
Thank
done,
you.
well
Thank
done.
you.
I mean, I did say they would have a comeback, but I was big on the Red Sox at the time, and they are struggling right now.
Red Sox suck. We're gonna put it
They
plain
are
and simple.
struggling right now.
Hey, remember when we said they had no pitching
Yep.
for multiple weeks in a row?
Yeah, since I believe what was that? How many weeks before the season did we do the preview for the AL East? Because you and I, Mike, we were really hard on the Red Sox pitching back then, and we have been since.
You guys are brutal.
I mean,
like when your ace is, I mean, Evaldi's been great. Like, take him out of the equation, but when you got Eduardo
Pivetta.
Rodriguez as your 2,
exactly.
or projected as your 2, and he's been abysmal over the past 4 years.
Yeah.
Nick Pivetta, we watched him pitch in Philly. He was abysmal.
He's
Perez.
been good for Nick Pivetta.
He's been good. And then you have Martin Perez. I used to watch him in Texas because I used to follow Texas because they were up and coming, whatever.
Right.
He was shit in Texas. Wasn't going to change when he's
Red
getting
Sox
to a
fans
better
are
division.
turning on him. Yeah.
I mean,
they got Chris Sale back. Again,
actually,
they're
he's
still
looked
working that.
But that's
And he's
one
looking good.
piece. That's one
he's looked
piece.
decent.
By the way,
Eduardo go on.
good. No, good.
All right, Eduardo Rodriguez pitched yesterday. He went 3 2/3, and
He struggled.
he had
He
5
struggled.
earned runs against him. He didn't even give up a home run, actually, and only one walk. 8 hits though. So Texas just fucking hit him. I mean, he's not a good pitcher at the end of the day. What were you gonna say, Max?
No, I mean, listen, the addition of Chris Sale back in the rotation is going to help them, but it's a Band-Aid. That's really what it is.
Well, yeah, basically.
So,
I mean, how much is one guy going to do? I mean, Matt Barnes, he must be overtaxed or whatever it may be, but
he's gassed.
He has
Okay, so keep in mind the Red Sox are in a free fall right now, and this is not taking anything away from the Yankees, because the Yankees are red hot and one of the best teams in baseball right now since in the month of August. They're playing fantastic baseball.
Yep.
Everything is going right for them. Rizzo's back from COVID. The lineup's hitting. The Yankees as a whole are performing as they finally turned on the switch and they go, oh shit, wait, we're the New York fucking Yankees. So giving credit to the Yankees, and Mac is gonna roll over in whatever chair he's sitting in when he listens to this. But the Yankees have done their part, and the Red Sox are doing everything they possibly can to just hand this playoff spot over to the biggest rival in baseball.
Okay.
Am I wrong?
I mean,
yes, the Yankees are doing their part. They're playing the best baseball. They are winning
been the
games
best
they need
team
to
over
win.
the past month and a half.
They are winning games they need to win. They're beating teams they need to beat. They're doing everything they should do to make this playoff push. Like I said, it's like they flipped the switch. They're like, oh, wait, we're the Yankees. Let's play like them.
Yeah.
Again, not taking anything away from the Yankees because, again, they are the best team in baseball over the past, 30 games? 45 games?
Past 6 months. 6 months, 6 weeks.
They're better than the Giants?
Yeah.
Over the past 6 weeks, they are.
6 weeks, yeah.
I forget who the second best team is, but it's
But
they
it's
have
like
a
them
bit
and
of
the
a
Dodgers
margin.
or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's them, the Dodgers, and the
I think
Giants.
it's the
Something like that.
Dodgers.
Something crazy. But like I said, the Red Sox are not helping themselves in any way, shape, or form.
What can they do? What can they do?
They didn't go out and get a big acquisition they needed.
Schwarber.
They didn't go get an arm like they need. Right, they got Schwarber.
What was the point of that?
Schwarber's a good player.
Oh, he's a great player. He's a good hitter. He's playing first base. Bobby Dahlbeck has been fucking cheeks. We all know that. But I mean, did they need to do that? Was Bobby Dahlbeck, was that one spot in the lineup that was, hitting fucking 210 or whatever he's hitting? Was that really the detriment to the team? No, of course not. You know, like I don't know.
It's tough because there is a ton of potential in this offense. Like this offense can outslug any team, potentially even the Yankees. I
They
mean,
can. Yeah,
if you get into a slugfest between the Red Sox and the Yankees, first of all, it's gonna be a fun game to watch.
I mean, the Red Sox are
Andrew Heaney
arguably
versus literally anyone. Like I'll watch that game.
the Red Sox are arguably the best lineup in baseball. I mean, the AL East is, stacked with 4 fucking fantastic lineups.
At Cedric Mullins.
Chris Davis.
RIP. But yeah, it's interesting to watch. It's. Do I think they're going to turn a corner? Potentially. Are they showing me they can? No. It's interesting to say the least to watch this division and really the AL wildcard race right now.
It's a great
Because the
division.
Mariners are right there too.
Yeah, I mean, they're
How far are they?
they're
5
4.5.
games back, four and a
No,
half.
Toronto was 4.5, but they just showed it. I think they're 3 or 4.
Okay.
They're ahead of Toronto.
They're there. There's a bunch of teams that are right there. But and we can get into that a little later.
Yeah, we'll talk about
well.
after power rankings if you want.
Yeah. But news announced today that the Red Sox are going to be in the 2022 Little League Classic against the Baltimore Orioles.
I'm sure those
hope-
kids are thrilled.
He don't miss. But yeah, so the Red Sox in the Little League Classic. Do you guys watch the Little League World Series at all? Because I haven't been able to.
Yes.
A
I
little
watched
bit.
some of it.
That kid, Gavin Weir, I think.
Yeah.
Or exactly like Chris Sale.
Yep.
I mean, holy shit, is that eerily accurate?
Yeah.
And the kid's having a fucking time right now.
Yeah, he's got like 400. How many pitches has he thrown? Like 548 or something.
560 something.
Yeah.
Did I send it to you through Instagram, maybe?
Yeah, you sent it on Instagram. Like
Yeah, okay,
yesterday,
here we
though.
go.
You're not gonna find
I
it.
got it. I got it.
Oh,
Right
wow.
here. 37 and 2/3 innings. So this is the last 7 starts. The district, states, regionals, and the Little League World Series. 37 and 2/3 innings. 526 pitches. 0 earned runs. 1 hit. 100 strikeouts. This kid is as dominant as it gets.
Dude, you know how
He's got
if Major League Baseball players couldn't hit Chris Sale when he was at his peak. Imagine being 12 years old and trying to hit that weird arm angle.
Yeah.
Never seeing it before.
and he's got a filthy off-speed pitch. The way it moves, I've seen it. Like
But yeah.
How hard is he
Chris
throwing?
Sale's slider? Like,
this kid's throwing. I think he's topping at like 72. Let's
That's
see,
not that
fastball
fast.
71 in the highlight reel.
it's the
71. Yeah,
arm-
he's
it's the
around
arm
71,
action-
72.
Arm angle.
it's the arm
You're right,
angle,
Mike.
the action, and then if he throws a slider or whatever the fuck
Yeah, it's
goes
gonna
off
move
it, that
across
shit
the
just
fucking
runs.
world, yeah.
It just runs. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
at that
mean-
age, I mean,
Yeah, it's fucking insane.
because they got that beautiful graphic where they do, 77 translates to 101 miles an hour, 102 wherever. Dude, that always makes me think. Whenever I see that, I'm like, yo, dog. Hector was throwing 85 on the small field, 86. What is that? That translates to 130 miles an hour. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, what the fuck? There's no way. There's no way I had a hit off 130 miles an hour fucking translated pitch. That's not possible. What is this, Sid fucking Finch? Get the fuck out of here. It's so stupid.
Sid Finch. I love a good Sid Finch reference.
What they should have done in the Little League Classic today, they should have done where
Whatever the 94, 98.
and did it
Translates
backwards,
backwards.
translates to 72 miles an hour. Imagine, that'd be mad funny.
Dude, yeah, I mean, listen, having Shohei in this year's Little League Classic was fantastic. It's exactly what you wanted out of baseball.
Yeah, there were 2 stars on the field.
Yeah,
Him and Joe Ram. That's it. I mean,
That's it.
No.
And Cal Quantrill had a fucking day.
Sorry, Ahmed Rosario had a
Thank you.
fucking nuke.
Mr. Williamsport, as coined by Matt Vasgersian.
Yep.
Really? Wait, that's what he called him?
Yeah.
Dude, so when he played with the Mets there in 18, he went 3 for 5 with a home run.
Yeah.
And today he was like 4 for 4
Yep.
with a home run, a double, and like 2 singles or something like that.
Yeah.
Jeez.
He owns that ballpark.
Mm-hmm. He's having a nice season too.
Yeah, he's having a good season. Him and Ahmed Rosario. He is Ahmed Rosario.
Yeah.
Andres.
Andres
Me,
Gimenez
myself, and
up
I,
there.
right?
Pretty much.
Speaking of the Mets.
Hey, whoa. There's a lot more I have.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
Relax.
said, did you watch the Little League World Series? And I said, yes.
All right.
What
Right.
else
We
you got,
didn't
Mike?
even talk about the most important thing that happened during the Little League World Series. Kid threw a
Let's hear it.
no-hitter.
No hitter.
Eli Jones,
Yep. There you go.
first
From
no-hitter.
Washington.
He's from Samashish, Washington.
Oh,
Yeah,
some
he's
meshes.
the same.
Yeah.
Samashish, Washington. He did it against Palm Beach, Florida. And he also drove in the only run of the game.
That's right.
It's called putting your team on the
So-
back.
It's called. It's
So
called
Jacob
pulling a
DeGrom-esque.
DeGrom. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. And there was
Jeez.
also another no-hitter, but it wasn't a one guy. It was a combined no-hitter in the opening game of the
Yes.
tournament. by South
Oh,
Dakota.
really?
Yes.
It was the first solo, like just one
First
pitcher,
one
six
person,
innings,
no hitter
solo,
in
no
how
hitter.
long?
Since 1980.
Yeah, it's crazy.
First
41
six
years.
six innings, solo, no
First
hitter.
6 innings solo no hitter, yes. Because there have been no hitters through 4 and 5.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Don't they play? Don't they play 7? I thought they played 7.
No. 7
Oh.
is big field.
Little League 6,
And then-
good old days. Where I didn't have to wait an extra fucking 45 minutes to leave.
And then and then I have the one thing about the broadcast for the game today. Did you watch any of it or no?
I saw parts of it. I didn't see the whole thing.
So they had Monet Davis on, and they're
Okay.
like, "All right, if you're commissioner for one day, what's one thing you do?" And she said social media, and I knew you'd enjoy that because like allow social media to grow the game.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
just thought that was
Not like
hilarious.
we've been. And you know what the crazy part is? Like during the game, they had like a separate broadcaster, a kids cast or whatever. It is.
Yeah, she was on.
oh
that one.
really?
And then they brought her over. Her and
Yeah.
A-Rod switched.
Where do they have
for
a
the
kids
Q&A.
cast?
It was on ESPN too.
Oh,
And
what are they
had
kids calling it?
Simone, not Simone. Sorry, Monet Davis is one of them, and then I don't know who she was with.
And they're just calling the whole game?
And they had Shohei FaceTime from the dugout, Mike Trout FaceTime from the dugout.
Oh, that's pretty
They're
fucking
literally
sick,
called-
actually.
But it's shit like that that will grow the fucking game.
That's cool. I didn't know. I
Awesome.
didn't even know they did that. I mean, fuck ESPN, but that's cool. Smart idea for once. Bunch
Yeah,
of
no.
fucking inbreds.
Please, Billy, tell us how you really feel.
Fuck ESPN.
Don't want you to get canceled here. But no, that's awesome. I mean, she's right. Social media, market the game. Let the players be themselves.
Crazy. She's in college now. I remember, like,
What?
it feels, yeah,
Wait,
dude,
what?
She's
No
in college.
way.
Yes. Right? Doesn't
I
it
feel-
feels like it was like a couple of years ago?
No.
It
When was
Yeah.
she in the Little League World Series?
would have been 6
was
years
what,
ago, probably. Or no, 5,
2015, 16?
4 or 5 years. Yeah, 5
15,
years.
16, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Yeah, because she said so. The kids there, at what 12? She said they were like 5, so it would have been like 6, 7 years ago.
Holy shit.
I gotta look up how old this bitch is now. What the fuck? Oh, what the what? She's born
What?
2001.
Yeah, so she's 20.
Yeah. 2014. Wow.
That's crazy.
I feel old.
Oof, that hurts me. That hurts my soul. Man,
Yeah, I
it
think I
doesn't
have
feel
back
that
pains.
long ago.
I need a new hip now, I think.
It's crazy too, because like when you say Little League World Series, like there's 2 people that come to mind for me. Like she's definitely one.
Yeah,
of them.
she's one of them.
And then
Who's the other?
one's Danny Almonte,
Yeah.
just because he has his own 30 for 30 about him.
And
well,
can't forget
and
Big
then
Al.
Todd Frazier, right?
Oh well,
Don't forget Todd Frazier.
No, but these are people.
'Cause,
Who
yeah, everybody
aren't
knows Todd
professional
Frazier.
base- I mean Carson
For the
Frazier.
League World Series. For
Michael
Tom's River,
Conforto hit a homer.
Conforto, yep.
Cody Bellinger hit a homer.
Oh,
Chris
yeah.
Drury.
For sure, yeah.
He did play.
Big Al,
Sorry about that. Big Al.
legend.
I don't think Big Al ever made the actual Little League World Series. I think that was the regionals or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I don't think
It
Big
wasn't
Al,
like the
Big Al
finals.
actually played in the Little League World Series.
Nah, he was regionals, I think.
Yeah.
But they had him stay.
Yeah, we love.
Yeah, he was
everybody
a
loves Big Al.
personality. Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. They should have had him call the fucking game. That's what they should have
Kids
done.
cast. Big
Yeah,
Al and Monet did.
that would have been fucking. That's legendary right there.
That's awesome. That would be fantastic.
That had to be like 4 years ago.
No, it was like 2 and 3.
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Nah, it wasn't 2019, was it? It was 2018.
They didn't do last year, so it would have been either
Yeah,
the year.
it was 2018. It's 3 years ago. What a legend.
So I haven't been able to watch any of it, but Mike, who you got winning it all this year?
Dude, I haven't watched enough, but I'm going to assume Hawaii or the California team. They're both in it, so it's probably. I would say Hawaii.
Are they
won
doing?
both-
They do 2 from each region now.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
just for this year. Yeah.
Fill up.
Just to fill out the bracket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's probably gonna be Hawaii. They've smoked both teams they've played.
Really?
Yeah, they put like 15,
9-2
right?
They won 9-2 and they won 11. They won yesterday. They won 11-3. They scored 8 runs in the 7th inning. They were tied 3-3 and they scored 7
wow.
runs. Yeah. Yeah, I would assume that's who it's gonna be, but I don't know.
Man,
Pulling up.
that's crazy.
Oh, this is okay. That's the team. Trying to remember the kid
Yeah.
from 2019 that set like all the records.
Oh.
The kid from Louisiana that had like 22 hits in the World
Oh.
Series.
Yeah, I don't remember his
yeah.
name. I remember that though.
Yeah.
I remember us
No
talking
Warner-
about it, Max.
Is there no Warner Robins, Georgia this year?
No.
Because that team that town is always in the Little League World Series. It feels like. I feel like I hear about them every 3 or 4 years.
Probably.
That's the team that comes out of the South. I don't know,
No,
but
it wasn't. It's Florida and I think Louisiana were the two this year.
yeah. But you mentioned Ahmed Rosario. You mentioned he played the Little League Classic with the Mets. The Mets fucking suck.
I'd say so.
Painful. It's
Yeah.
fucking painful. They're in a fucking.
Hey, they
free
won
fall.
today, baby. Let's go. The
A
start
win
of
on
the
a
streak.
Sunday. A win on a Sunday.
They
That
win.
doesn't happen.
They win the last game of the series. That's the only time they'll win.
Yeah. So what? We're
So
2
they're-
and
So that they're not
seven
sad
the
on the
stretch,
way
2 and
home.
6. 2 and 10 on the stretch,
Yeah,
right?
whatever it is.
We beat the Giants once, right?
With the Giants
Yes.
plus the Dodgers once. It's not good.
So that
Steve
would be,
Cohen, though, needless to
2
say,
and
had
9.
some
2 and 8.
had some opinions.
Yep.
Tweeting out 4 days ago. I think this was the morning of the last game, the Giants finale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tweet being, it's hard to understand how professional hitters can be this unproductive. The best teams have a more disciplined approach. The slugging and OPS numbers don't lie. Number 1, I love Uncle Stevie. He's a fan like all of us, and he's had it. I love it.
He's their boss.
He's also the only one allowed to have an opinion, by the way. You're the owner of a baseball
You're
team.
not wrong.
You're the only one that actually has a valid opinion.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the only one that really matters at the end of the
Yep.
day.
Number 2, I blame Sandy Alderson because you go out there and get one of the most undisciplined hitters in the baseball at the trade deadline, thinking it'll help your team.
Well, we just saw that thing where, well, was it Sandy first of all?
Right, that's the thing. Like
And-
you gotta know, is it Sandy? Is it Zach Scott?
And then we just saw that thing this past week that they were trying to pull a blockbuster for Baez
Yeah.
and Bryant, and then they felt, what was it, eerie or whatever the fuck about DeGrom, so they
Yeah, I don't know how
they
the hell
balked.
DeGrom gets. Yeah,
Well, they knew something. They knew ahead. They know obviously way before us. So they had a feeling, or they knew already, whatever it was, and they balked, and they just got Baez. For what though? I mean, if you're not going to do it, just don't do it at all. I mean, replenish, like save, like why get rid of a prospect?
Right. What were we saying earlier? Talent, player development, homegrown players win World Series, and you're just
Yep.
trading them all away.
Yeah, I mean, look at the 2015 Mets, man. I mean,
Homegrown.
Curtis Granderson and Michael Kadire were the only two outside of the team, from outside of the team
Kelly
that were free agent,
Johnson,
that were free agent
Lonnie
signings.
Monty Reed.
Trades. Trades don't count. Those
Okay.
are those are deadline. Those are deadline
Bartolo,
trades.
Bartolo.
Those were Bartolo. There you go.
Well, hang on.
The entire-
Bartolo.
The entire rest of the staff, though. I mean, DeGrom, Harvey, Matz, and Syndergaard.
Yep.
All, I mean, they had the best starter staff ERA in baseball. And then John Neese had a pretty fucking, he had the best year of his career.
Wheeler
And Neese was homegrown.
was he?
Say it again.
Wheeler was injured.
Yeah, he was.
Wheeler, yeah, that's when he had TJ.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trading everybody in the system. It's ridiculous.
Nope.
These guys are these homegrown teams are winning titles, and the Mets just don't understand that we have we've drafted high enough to have great prospects.
I mean,
Kellenic,
look at Kellenic.
Pete Crow Armstrong.
Kellenic has been great since he got called back up. We know he's going to be a star, though. I mean, that swing is just, it's
so
going to
great.
work. So
it just comes down to now he's saying these guys have the approach. Well, you fired your hitting coaches. By the way, your hitting coaches last year,
that
same
wasn't
guys that you had this
that
year.
wasn't Stevie though. That fired. That was Sandy.
Right. But I'm saying, you're not gonna have a good approach when you switch hitting coaches in the midseason, and then the hitting coaches you fired happen to help your team offense lead the league last year in average and
2019 we were
home
top
runs.
5. We were,
Not like this has worked in the past.
2020 we were the 3rd best offense in all baseball. I mean, how do you drop from the 3rd best and then you go down to, what are we, the 5th worst now? 4th worst?
We're 28th.
Oh, 28th overall?
28th overall.
In what do you mean by overall?
I think it's
Based off of
slugging,
offense.
OPS, runs per game, something like that. Yeah.
Really? It's 28th.
Yeah.
Okay, that's worse than I thought. I thought we were like 4th or 5th worst.
I mean, we're batting like sub 150 with runners in scoring position. I thought we did that well.
I mean, Max, I sent that to you. Who's the highest? Nimmo, I think. Nimmo was hitting like
300. That's it.
No, it was like
it
was like
2 something.
Pete's hitting 273 and Nimmo's hitting, I think it was 370 with runners in scoring position. So 273 with runners in scoring position isn't bad. It's not clutch, but it's it's average. And then Nimmo is way above average, but he's leading off. So how many fucking base runners is he getting? So I mean, and then the next guy after Pete was, I believe, Conforto at like 230. I mean, just nobody is is coming up clutch at all. You could hit subpar, but if you're not going to be clutch, it's not going to work.
You see the game today? Second inning of Gratterall. Was the first inning of Gratterall? Second inning of Gratterall? Bases loaded. No one out. They didn't score.
Yeah.
It's just commonplace at this point.
Exactly. JD has had a good year when he's on the fucking field.
Yeah. He gave a clutch today. He hit a home run.
Yeah,
we really had. It's 4 guys really who have just underperformed tremendously. It's Lindor, Conforto, McNeil, and Dom.
Now let's
Smith.
talk about that. Lindor has acknowledged Steve's tweet,
You're
saying,
welcome.
"Yeah, he's right." He said, "Yeah, I haven't performed."
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is, Steve Cohen is right here in this situation.
Of course he is. I mean, he's just spitting. He's just saying facts.
He's taking
Apparently,
numbers,
MLB executives don't like that Steve Cohen tweets the way he does.
They could suck a dick. What the fuck are they gonna do?
They're worried about George Steinbrenner 2.0.
Good.
Okay, suck a dick. He's saying how it is.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
apparently, the players they're well aware. They say, "Hey, yeah, it's on us."
I fucking hope so. I mean, it's their results.
Yeah, it's. I think I'm ready to tune into Jets preseason football, which is Terrifying.
Yeah.
To
Hasn't
quote
been that
the
bad.
legendary Bill Belichick, we're on to the Jets.
We're on to Cincinnati.
Yeah, it's
But,
bad.
hey.
It's really bad.
Hey, they also got they got fucked in their scheduling. They have to play the two best teams in baseball 13 times straight.
Who's the asshole that said, let's just
Well,
throw the Giants and Dodgers like
whoa.
this?
In their defense, the Giants weren't supposed to be.
Yeah. Did we think that the Giants were going to be this good, especially last year? I mean, the Giants were one of the worst teams last year.
We said that they might have a roster that could compete and cause problems, but nothing like
I don't
this.
think
not
so.
the first team of the 80s.
I don't think we said that. I'm pretty sure we all.
I might have said that.
We'll see about that. I'm going to fact check you right now.
But no, it's a rough stretch.
Pretty sure we all said
You got to take 2 of 3 from the Giants. They don't have 𝒑𝒏𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂, so their rotation's going to be out of whack in this upcoming series.
And Gossman's been fucking. I don't know if we're facing him. I don't think we are, but
I don't think so.
It's a 3-game series?
Yeah, it's a 3-game series.
Yeah, we're not facing Gossman because he pitched yesterday.
And 𝒑𝒂𝒂𝒂𝒂 is out.
Long,
they just put him on the 10-day.
𝒂𝒂𝒂 and Wood.
So it's definitely we could win this. And we have I know Walker's pitching. I know McGill's pitching the opening.
McGill.
The starters
Walker,
have all been good
Carrasco.
last time through. Last couple times.
Carrasco's been getting shelled a little bit.
Oh, yeah,
he's just been giving up the long ball. He faced the Dodgers and he just fucking got shelled. But
yeah,
you take that out. He's been decent.
That's another thing. People are talking all about the Dodgers and how great they're playing. They played the Mets. Come on. Let's stop dick riding here.
You're so good at it.
So you did have the Giants at the highest out of all of us.
I did, right? At what, 82, 83?
Close, 75.
Jeez.
I had him at 74, and yeah, and Mike had him at 72.
But wait, did any of us hit the over? Or did we all hammer down on the under?
We all said under 75.5. Yeah. So I don't think any of us were looking too highly on the Giants.
Giants have 80 wins. First team to 80.
Yeah.
Dude, they're gonna win over 100.
Yeah. I don't know if they're gonna be too successful in the playoffs, though. I don't really like their bullpen all that much.
Outside of Trevor Rogers or
their starters are getting some.
He gets shelled randomly.
Yeah.
Because he only throws a fastball.
Yeah, that slider that rises, but if you're ready for it, then
it's like facing Darren O'Day.
Exactly. You just sit on that.
By the way, hang on. Yeah, Darren O'Day. Hang on.
It.
Mike, quick question. Since you're the transaction guy, Billy sent me something. We were talking about Mets free agents in the future, and he pulled up Spot Track or whatever, however you say the website. And Darren O'Day was on there. Did the Mets fucking sign Darren O'Day?
Like,
do you know? That's okay. Thank you. I was very confused. Those had also said Gavin Cecchini was part of this. Yeah, Cisco. Yep.
Once very highly touted prospect.
Was he really?
Yeah, when the Orioles drafted him like the second round.
Ooh. Well, those Orioles really know what they're doing, don't they?
They did. What they did, it was more of the fact that he had no development system. They drafted him like 3 years before Rushman, or 2 years before Rushman. They had no system in place to develop.
Elias wasn't there yet. Yeah.
So Darren O'Day is a Yankee.
Yeah, he's with the Yankees. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
He's hurt.
He's back on the IL.
Yeah. I don't know
if he's hamstring strain.
Yeah, he started the season. That's it.
Real quick, speaking of the Orioles, they have a .311 winning percentage going into Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
They're on pace to win 50-51 games. This is from Buster only.
More than I thought.
They would be the first MLB team to lose at least 108 games in 3 straight full seasons since the expansion Mets in their first 3 seasons, 62-65.
It's rough.
So
rough time.
Those are some
we're out of the
bad
worst
teams. Those are some bad clubs.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And 62 Mets is known as the worst team ever.
Yeah.
So
and the crazy part is the Orioles, their team isn't terrible.
No, they're not. I mean, they have
They
some,
have
bad.
like
they have pieces.
I like their 1 through 5 on their lineup
Mullins,
is
Mountcastle.
pretty solid. Mountcastle, Hayes,
Hayes.
fuck's his name, Mancini,
Yeah.
Santander. He's having
Anthony Santander.
a down year, but we know that he had a great year last year, had a good year in
You're
2019.
getting Rushman up probably next year. You're getting Hurst that up soon.
Grayson Rodriguez is fucking filthy. Oh yeah, they updated the pipeline.
Again, they have no pitcher.
Grayson Rodriguez.
Who, the Orioles?
Yeah.
Maybe they think that they could push it like
I think
the
Dean
Angels.
Kramer was one of their top guys.
Dean Kramer's fucking
shelled.
garbage.
He's been getting shelled.
No one in there. Matt Harvey is probably their best fucking pitcher. Maybe fucking
John
Jorge
Means.
Lopez. John Means. Forgot about him. He was hurt for so long. I mean, beyond John Means though, I mean, who's the next best? Harvey fucking. Let's see who called
Ubaldo
us.
4-5.
Let's see your stats.
Might as well
Not
sign
good.
Irvin
Oh,
Santana.
they don't have anybody qualifying for ERA. Cool.
Jeez.
And it actually fucked up my app because nobody's qualifying. Oh, great.
Hang on, the at-bat app has been trash all year long.
It's better this year than it has like last year, dude. It was just totally fucked for me.
Well, because life was totally fucked last year. So I was like, yeah, let's be on brand.
Seriously.
Real quick, the Mets, they went from 4 games up in the division to 7 games back.
Seems right to me.
7.5, I thought.
Well, no,
that's 7 right now.
Oh yeah.
The Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves, who are 12 games over 500, and are 9-game winning streak.
Yep.
Well, they actually haven't played anybody.
No, they have like the 4th easiest schedule.
They just played the Orioles
and
the Nationals again before that.
I mean,
the
Mets have the hardest schedule.
And this is where that salary floor and the the max come into
the Orioles
play.
The Orioles are on an 18-game losing streak with isn't this like their second of the year?
Second 14 or more, which is
absurd.
This
is a team that's competitive. We just talked about. This is a good ball club player wise.
Yeah, it's been like almost 100 years since the team has had 2 losing streaks, right? Of 14 or more 2 times, right?
Absurd, yeah.
It's insane. I don't get it.
He's pitiful.
Mike, you got anything to look forward to this week?
Yeah, actually, surprisingly a lot.
Let's hear it.
Well, we got the Jays, White Sox, big playoff implications. Yankees, Braves, big Yankees fans this week, boys. Yeah. Mets, Giants, Brewers, Reds. Reds can close the gap. I mean, on the wild card and for division, if somehow that can even happen. Padres, Giants. Padres, Dodgers. Sorry, I can't read. Phillies, Rays. Big Rays fans this week. Yankees, A's for the wild card spots.
Like that.
In their gap, and then the Giants and the Braves. We're big Giants fans after we smoke them.
Let's do it.
A lot of good pitching matchups. We got Lynn Manoah on Monday.
Ooh. Boy. We didn't even talk about that. The Lance Lynn shit show.
Oh yeah. We'll do it.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Okay. Luis Hill versus Yanoa for the Braves.
I like the pronunciation on that, Mike.
Our boy Chris Flexen versus Cole Irvin. They're both sub 3.5, I think.
Okay.
Charlie Morton, Montgomery on Tuesday. Montgomery's actually having a really good year, surprisingly. Casey Mize versus Jack Flaherty. Tyler Malley versus Corbin Burns. Yu Darvish, Julio Urias. Carlos Rodon. Hyun-Jin Ryu. Holy shit, I almost messed up that name. Couldn't think of it for a second. Musgrove versus Scherzer. And then Nathan Eovaldi versus Cal Quantrill.
Okay.
I like Cal Quantrill a lot.
Yeah, I like him too. He's got
where he could have been on the Padres.
Yep.
helping them out.
They could have used him
He
dearly.
shoved. He shoved tonight.
Dude,
He's got good stuff.
Dude, he was part of that crop of pitchers. It was him, Luis
Mhm.
Perdomo, and 𝒂𝒂💆 𝑧 were the big three.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And now Perdomo's
And then
garbage.
Patino, right?
And
Tragic.
Patino. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
they were supposed to
Patino.
have a fucking
Those are the four.
rock solid rotation there.
Yeah.
And now they have a fucking insane rotation.
Now they have nothing.
All right. So Lance Lynn.
Yeah.
What the fuck
wild.
was that?
That was wild. So Lance Lynn got tossed during a sticky check. Not because he had substances. Because he threw his belt.
Yep.
Imagine telling someone 5 years ago that in 2021, a pitcher will be ejected for throwing his belt at an umpire during a substance check.
I mean, if you just got rid of substance check, then it's believable.
Well, if you tell him it's Lance Lynn, it makes more sense too. But yeah, he threw his belt at the umpire because the umpire had asked for the belt.
Well, because he was already in the fucking dugout, like running
in the
taking
dugout.
fucking shit or whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah, he was in the dugout, put the glove in the hat on the railing.
Yeah.
Umpire checked it, asked for the dugout, asked for the belt, and he threw it. And then the umpire ran him.
Yep.
What do you guys think? Because I think it's soft on both ends.
I mean, you
Plenty
know
of
what's
blame
gonna
to go around.
you know what the fuck is gonna happen. You know that there's a substance check at the end of the inning. Why are you running off the field? It's a little sketchy. And then you know that they check the three things: the hat, the mitt, and the fucking and your belt. They check those three things every time. So to run off and just put your fucking hat and your mitt down while the umpire is chasing you, as if the umpire, I mean, I don't know if the umpire said anything or not. I'd assume he probably did, but I have no idea.
He just asked for the belt, yeah.
And then, you know, I mean, you throw it at him. What do you think's going to happen? I mean, guys get tossed for saying words. What do you think's going to happen when he throws a belt at the umpire? Yeah, he's going to get fucking thrown.
Ran in the first inning of the game, right? Recently, for just saying something.
I don't know, honestly, but
That's
I mean,
all
sure,
I'm
I'm sure.
All I'm saying is, if I gotta take a shit, I'm fucking running. Just saying, like I'm not going out of my way to do it. Like
I'm not waiting for them to check my belt, because at that point I'm already 2 minutes into my shit. But
I mean, do what you got to do, but I mean, you can't act like you didn't know what the consequences were going to be.
Wasn't it? It was early in the game too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was like
the
fourth?
third inning. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, just an absolute shit show there.
I mean, you know what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
It's soft on the umpire too to run him for that.
Why though?
Because I don't think he was aggressively, maliciously throwing the belt at him. It didn't look like he kind of looked like it flung it because the belt had a little bit of hang time.
How do you aggressively throw a belt?
Overhand.
Yeah, if you're throwing like a shovel pass to him, like that's not.
That's what it seemed like based on like the way it was flying. But then again, obviously we can't tell.
Mm-hmm.
But
no, he wasn't trying to throw it at the umpire, trying to hurt him or anything.
And the umpire knows that too.
He was throwing it to him.
Right, and the umpire knows it, so it's a little soft on the umpire. I think Lance Lynn has to own up to it. It's more on him.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say about 90% on him, but the umpire's got to just not be so soft.
I half agree.
I think just.
I think you know what the fuck's happening.
It's a bad look.
We've been doing this for 3 months now, 2.5 months, whatever the fuck it is. Been doing it for 2.5 months, right?
Yep.
You're gonna try and act like why didn't he do this in any of the 8 other starts?
Yeah.
What is the reasoning behind it? Because he wasn't rushing to go down the tunnel or anything. He was in the dugout. He was just standing there. He was standing with who? One of the coaches. I forget who. He was talking. He was starting to talk to them.
Right.
Is what the broadcast said. I mean, You know what's gonna happen. That's what the consequences are. That's it. It happens every fucking inning. Do I think he should have been thrown out? No. I don't think it's necessarily soft on either part. I think it's just stupid on Lance Lynn's part. Fantasy.
How'd we do?
We lost.
Not a good time.
Yes, second weekend in a row that we lost. We were all week. We were down like 1 to fucking like 13 or whatever. 112, I think it was 112-1 or whatever. Yeah, we only had like one fucking category all week, and then we had a crazy weekend. Our starters really fucking picked it up, and we ended up losing anyway, so useless. That is
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, we're in a playoff spot regardless. We clinched a playoff spot.
Oh,
And
good job, boys.
we only have 2 weeks left.
Good job,
so
Billy and Becca.
Well done. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Good job, boys.
thank you. Next week we play Deep Fryer.
Let's hope they play like the Padres have been playing, because sheesh.
Yeah, seriously. They tied this past week, and I know they got off to a super hot start. We didn't play them. This is the first time we're playing them, but I remember they were first in their division, and
For a while.
Yeah, well, they're 5-11-2 now, so looks like we got a decent shot, but it really shows how much we needed Winker, So
Well, Bregman's coming back, so it should help us.
hopefully, let's fucking see. Let's see if he even fucking produces. I mean, bye Dobby the elf, bye fucking Dobby Ballbeck.
You good there, bud?
I did that one on purpose, you cunt.
I'm just saying, generally, you good?
Billy, I enjoyed your pronunciation.
Thank you,
I got your reference. Don't worry.
Thank you. I did it by accident once, you cunt, and then you ruined the joke.
I'm good at that.
Thanks for ruining my joke, man.
I'm good at that.
Sounds like the next thing to do.
Yep.
I'm fucking upset.
Get used to it.
I'm gonna punch a hole. I'm gonna punch a hole in the wall. Podcast over, bitch. No. Power rankings, and then we're done. Yeah, power rankings. Macca did not send them. Thanks a lot, Macca. Glad to see that you stopped in late onto the podcast.
Kid literally goes, yeah, I should be home by 10. I'm gonna try and get out earlier. Have to FaceTime the girlfriend. Okay, just jump in whenever. Okay, yeah, that works. We start at what time? 11:30. Kids nowhere to be found.
30? Oh yeah. We started a little bit later than that.
Kid doesn't even answer the group chat.
Yeah. All right, power rankings. I'll go first.
Asleep, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
So Macca, I know you're gonna be watching this.
Send us your power rankings.
Send the power rankings. And I hope you enjoyed this podcast. This one is dedicated in the memoriam of Christopher Macca.
Okay, hang on. We can't do that, because people still think people still think I'm not doing Take a Pitch, by the way, from that first for the farewell Max episode. I still get texts. Didn't you leave Take a Pitch? No, I'm right here.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Doing it for the last God knows how many weeks.
What was the story? You posted the picture of
okay,
stickers?
So we got the stickers obviously last year. Went to the beach, did a nice little shoot, popped a lot of baseball. I thought it looked cool. It looks cool. I posted on my story on Snapchat. One of my buddies swipes up, he goes, didn't you leave Take a Pitch? Like, no, I didn't. It's fucking my project. I came up with the idea of it. I'm not fucking leaving.
Sure.
You came up with the idea of it. Jesus, I'm tired of you undermining me and never giving me credit.
What do you mean? I give you more credit than you realize.
All right, power rankings.
Behind my back, maybe.
People
You always
ask
make me feel useless.
How how do these, look so good? What do you guys do?
I'm
I don't do
kidding.
anything.
I'm joking. I'm
No,
making a joke.
I'm saying I don't do anything.
All right, you ready? No, I'm making a joke.
All right, so we got
I'll go first.
Mac. You? Oh no.
Wait, Mac is going first.
No. We'll wait.
Oh, we're gonna wait for him. All right. I'm gonna play a game on my phone while we wait.
You guys want to take a trip to Italy?
No, it's only when you're.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, what do we got?
I'll go first. Who's going second? Let's make an order first because
I'll go second.
All right. Coming in at number 10, I have the Cincinnati Reds.
I got the Oakland Athletics at 10.
I have the Bravos.
Coming in at number 9, I have the Oakland Athletics.
I feel like Billy should start saying "in a world."
In a world.
That's how you should do every from now on.
In the beginning, that's how I open it now. All right. In a take a pitch world, we are back.
Number 9, I have the Cincinnati Reds.
Got the A's at 9.
At number 8, I have the Atlanta Braves.
I have the Braves at 8.
I have the Reds at 8.
Number 7, I have the Chicago White Sox.
Same.
At number 6, I have the Houston Astros.
I have the New York Yankees at 6.
I have the Astros at 6.
At number 5, I have the New York Yankees.
I have the Astros at 5.
I have the Yankees at 5.
At number 4, I have the Brewery Boys, the Milwaukee Brewers.
Same.
At number 3, the Tampa Bay Rays.
Dodgers at 3.
Rays at 3.
At number 2, the Los Angeles Dodgers.
Don't you mean Los Dodgers?
Los Angeles Dodgers.
I have the Rays at 2.
Dodgers.
At number 1,
That's the one.
San Francisco Giants.
See?
Well done. Great list. We were all pretty much right around the same thing.
We all have the same 10 teams.
Yeah, all the same 10. So, Macca, if you fuck it up, we're going to be extremely disappointed. Fuck the Red Sox. They don't deserve.
Doesn't show up. Doesn't send us his power rankings when we want him to. And we waited for him. This fucking guy, useless. I can't wait for that text at like 12:30 tomorrow saying, Max, call me fucking useless. Fuck you, mean I'm useless. I can't wait for that text.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Well, Macro, we hope that you had a good time at work, even though we know you asked for us to kill you and blow up your place of business. But thank you everyone else for listening and watching. We deeply appreciate it. Go listen to the other shit. It's all fucking, we're connected. I know. I'm not gonna roll call. I'm just telling them, listen to everything else, especially the cut, because
roll those numbers up. I mean, they're good episodes. It's just not.
Thank you, Mike. And
that's all it is.
We'll see y'all next week.
Peace.
Yeah.